a lot of time, not weeks or months. It's going to take years for everything to get squared away in the state of Florida to fully recover and rebuild. We're here today with Governor DeSantis and Senator Rubio and Senator Scott and Congressman Donald. You know, today we have one job and only one job, and that's to make sure the people of Florida get everything that they need to fully, thoroughly recover. We're one of the few nations in the world that, on a basis of a crisis we face, we're the only nation that comes out of it better than we went into it. And that's what we're going to do this time around, come out of it better, because this is the United States of America, and I emphasize united. We've seen extraordinary cooperation at every level of government, as the governor has said, and the cooperation began before the storm hit. Number one priority was saving lives. At the request of the governor, I signed an emergency declaration. Let's see if this thing works. Is this one working? I signed an emergency declaration that prepositioned federal assets, including food and water and generators, not only in Florida but in other states. So be ready if the worst happened, and it happened. We also prepositioned the largest number of search and rescue teams ever assembled in the United States. Ever assembled in the United States. And FEMA, the Pentagon, the Coast Guard, other agencies, so we can be ready to respond immediately, working with state and local officials. And the search and rescue teams have knocked on nearly 70,000 doors and rescued over 3,800 people. Yesterday, Lee County alone, the search and rescue teams examined 24,000 structures just in this county, making sure we're accounting for everyone who still may be trapped. We have over 4,000 federal personnel on the ground as I speak. The Army Corps of Engineers providing emergency power to hospitals across the state, nursing homes, water treatment plants, to make sure these facilities are able to continue to operate. Tens of thousands of utility workers all across America, not just in Florida, all across America responded to the call from Florida that needed help. Thousands from all across America, working around the clock to get power restored. This is about America coming together, and I really mean it. America coming together. FEMA has also delivered, as has been mentioned, 4 million meals, more millions of bottles of water, and making sure that they have the immediate necessities. But we know from experience, I know from experience, how much anxiety and fear and concern there are in the people. We didn't lose our whole home, but lightning struck, and we lost an awful lot of it about 15 years ago. And we had a lot to go to. We had relatives nearby. It wasn't like everything was wiped out. But we know the feeling, that feeling about, where am I going to put my head down on a pillow tonight? How's that going to work? Is my kid going to be okay? Is he going to be able to go back to school? Am I going to be able to build my home? Will the insurance cover it? If I don't have insurance, God knows, what am I going to do? And you know, we're working to speak to all those issues because they all warrant immediate responses. I've instructed my administration to bring every element, I mean every element of the federal government together to help with immediate needs and long-term rebuilding. Yesterday, we opened a disaster recovery center right here in Lee County. 3 more will be open in this part of the state by tomorrow, and with more to come. And the state is co-locating insurance villages at the same center. So you're not sure what your insurance circumstance is, you're not sure what you're going to get, you can show up and determine in one place, meet with your insurance company, and also apply for federal assistance at the same time. From FEMA to Small Business Administration to the Department of Housing and Urban Development, there are many ways we can help, and we've already started. Already, 200,000 Floridians, 200,000 families, I should say, have registered for urgent assistance, like buying food, getting their prescriptions, and clothing, basics. And how many of you lost your businesses? Well, insurance may not cover everything, may not cover the full cost. So we're in a position, some of the folks are going to have lost their homes as well. And the question is you have insurance and we'll cover the cost. Well, I directed the Small Business Administration to speed up the processing of low-interest disaster loans that can provide up to $2 million for small businesses and nonprofits, and additional money for lost income, and 200,000 for homeowners to close the gap between what insurance won't cover and what their needs are. And that's in around 1.5% interest rate. And folks, look, yesterday the state asked me, and we immediately agreed to activate our hotel program. So individuals who need hotel rooms won't have to pay for anything. I know there's not many around here, but they can go to the nearest hotel and not have to worry about paying anything and just have the coverage. If you don't have insurance, or if you're underinsured and you found a place to rent, or your car has been destroyed, you're entitled up to $37,900 in federal funds. If you need to make repairs to your home, you may be eligible for another $37,900, not $39,700, $37,900. So you possibly can be able to get close to $80,000 for your needs. It's available. And folks, look, the most important thing you can do is register so we can help figure out who is eligible for these things. Hundreds of FEMA personnel are going door to door, and to help with that, well, you call 800-621-3362, and I'm told you're waiting for hours and hours to get through, and you're not getting anybody answering the phone. We've talked about that on the way down in Air Force One, and we're going to try to speed that up by having additional personnel. We're trying to expand it. So you have to have a little patience for us to get it all done. So many people are contacting. Or you can go online to disasterassistance.gov and find out what you're eligible to receive. Or you can sign up in one of the multiple disaster recovery centers, the one that's opened here, and many more they're going to be opening. Meanwhile, in the counties hardest hit, the federal government, at the request of the governor, in the very beginning, said we'll cover 100% of the cleanup cost, the debris cost, which is billions of dollars before it's all over, if you think about it. That we're going to pay 100% for 30 days. I just extended for another 30 days. And the governor and I talked. I think he's going to have to come back and ask for some more beyond those 60 days because it is consequential. Unless you clear the area, there's not much else you can do. And so, folks, look, we have a long hire the entirety of the state of New Jersey to the ground, gone. And so the thing I plead with you to do, and I'm sure you will, we're going to get you all through this. You're going to get it because of the grit of all of you. But when you get it done, this is the United States of America. We're all in this together. Thank you. What the governor's done is pretty remarkable so far. I mean, this is like really done. In terms of, first of all, the biggest thing so many others have done, recognize is a thing called global warming. The world is changing. It's changed the way with the zoning. For example, all this area for me. Liz showed me a picture